Hi there, Turbosaurs. This is gonna be my first review in English. I really want to do it, and sorry if my vocabulary is not the best, but I really want to do it. I was thinking about try it, and and I said, nope, not try it. Do or do not. There is no try. And I'm going to talk about a movie which has right now 39 years, and it's not Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back. No, today is Friday the 13th, and I want to talk about Friday the 13th. This movie was directed by Cunningham, and it was screened the same year as The Empire Strikes Back, 1980. And it's a very special movie. You know, it's not a masterpiece. It's not Ben-Hur, it's not Casablanca, it's not 2001, it's not, Goldfinger. For saying, I'm just thinking, but I want to talk to you about this movie, which is not a masterpiece, but it's also a cult film. It's a classic cult, and I really like it. It's not the best of the best, but it's a good movie, and the most important part of it is the franchise was more famous in the end than the first movie. The first movie has the story, has the plot, but the second, the third, the fourth has Jason. And Jason, spoiler, it's not in this movie. People talk about him, but he's not like a character in the movie. The story is about 10 people of the countryside in a camp called Crystal Lake, a camp when 23 years ago, in 1980, 23 years ago since that time, and there was a boy called Jason who I don't know the word, but in the lake he got lost in the lake, and the problem was the counselors were not watching him. The counselors were doing young people activities and not doing their job, and because of that there's a problem, there's a mystery. There are a lot of murders, a lot of assassinations in this camp since that happened. It happened in 1958, it happened on 1962, I think, and it happened on 1980, the year which people go back to construct another camp. And what was the problem about it? The problem was that happened on Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th, June 1980. That was the exactly date. And there was a lot of young people. They began to disappear, and the characters were saying, where's my friend? Oh, he's not, she's not, where are they? And the story is very simple, but it works. It really works. We have Betsy Palmer as the main actress. We have Adrienne King. It's a good character at this movie, and she's the final girl, Alice Hardy, one of the best final girls in that franchise. The best on this movie, and one of the best of the franchise. And we have Betsy Palmer, which plays Pamela Burgess, and that's her name. And I'm going to talk about some spoilers. The movie is from 1980, and I think I won't. Not only I won't, I can talk with spoilers. That's the idea. In the end, when everybody died, has been killed by you don't know why, you don't know who. Sorry. In the end, Alice find a woman, a very cute woman. She looks nice, and she said, "Oh, darling, sweetheart," that kind of woman. But when Alice began to talk with her, and she said, I can't let this camp be open again. And some people have to die because the counselors of 1957 were not watching my son, and he got lost at the lake. And she's very angry. There's a final fight. It's not the best part, and you know, the plot twist hasn't got any sense, because we have seen a very big guy. We don't know, she's a woman, he's a man, but a very big guy, and it did things like throw a body and break the window with it, and we get lost when we see Mrs. Burgess, and we said, she did that? She really did that? Wow, she's pretty strong. She's very strong, and she doesn't look it. Well, there's a final fight. There was a lot of young people get killed. In the end, there's two crucial moments. The first one is when Alice kills Mrs. Burgess, and the second is when Alice go to the lake with a boat, and there's a boy, a very small boy, who appears and scares her. He rises from the lake and begins to scare her. Wow, that's really amazing. It's a very iconic image. Even if the movie was not the best, if the scene has not any sense, but I really like that scene. The movie said, well, Jason could be a dream, Jason could be not. I think it's a good movie. Not the best, of course. It's a cult classic, and if you like horror, if you like slasher, you must watch it. And what about the sequels? The sequels get Jason more famous than ever, but they are not as good as the first and the second one. The third movie was the movie which Jason appears with the famous mask, and the story continues, but they were, you know, very like a clone army. The fourth, the fifth, the sixth, they were very equal. They were original. It was always the same. Because of that, I really like Friday the 13th. I really recommend you. And I like the sequel, and probably the third and the seventh movie. Yeah, that's all. Because the ninth is horrible. The 10th, very horror. It's horrifying, you know. But not terrifying. It's horrible. It's a very horrible movie. The 9th and the 10th, those are not films for me. And I really like this one, Friday the 13th, Sean Cunningham, 1980. Please, if you like this video, you know, thumbs up. That's the word. I really like to do some videos in a language which is not mine. And if you like it, I'll do another. If you don't, una y no más, Santo Tomás. Hasta luego. See ya.